What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? So, what is up, my psychopaths, sociopaths, and general citizens of business of the internet? How y'all doing today? I'm hoping each and every single one of you is doing well. Welcome to the Late Night Cast, episode 2. I don't even know which one I'm at. Oh well. So yes, today we are going to be talking about two little subjects. No, they shouldn't be. This isn't right. I'm just waiting for Diaclonius to show up. Yeah, today we're going to quickly go over the bankruptcy thing, give final thoughts on it, and that people should stop spurging the fuck out. Essentially, and then we're going to go into heavy spoilers. The Last of Us 2.
Oh, here I thought that you'd introduce me instead of me introducing myself.
What? No, I didn't turn around and say. I was waiting for you to unmute yourself, and I could turn around and say I'm here with my lovely co-host, Diaclonius Games,
AKA the man with the plan, the mouth, and the megaphone, Dick.
the big giant penis. Yes, that's what you are. You are a phallic symbol, sir. I hope you're happy.
I'm also a persona.
Oh, and what? Yeah, you are. That is very true. You're a very suspicious looking persona that I'm shocked got past the censors. Like, straight up fucking shocked got past the censors. Okay. For some reason I didn't say it's a 4, because this is actually the 4th
Is this
session.
episode 3 or 4?
4.
Okay.
AKA
So we
King Dick.
count-
Exactly.
So we count that episode where you had that malfunction as an episode, even though it was like
30 minutes, yeah, pretty
partial.
much. Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Alright, so I guess the first thing we should go over is the bankruptcy. Seems like the most poignant point to start off at. And straight up, if nobody knows, Phil got away with it. In a sense. Because what a lot of people don't seem to read is the fine print. So he's been cleared of a lot of his debts on things that he owes. Aside from liens. Meaning, he still needs to pay off his Washington home. Still needs to pay off his cars. And, depending on the action taken, if the foreclosure goes through on his Connecticut condo, or if that finalizes, should I say, then he would then be saddled with, I believe, the difference that they would get for selling the condo. So, say, I think, how much is your? About 100 and odd grand?
yeah.
Yeah, so effectively, if they sell it for about 60, he'd owe them 40. He'd have to make up
Sounds
the difference.
about right.
So,
It's like when I first heard about this, everyone was up in arms, like, "Yay!" Like, "Oh, Phil beat us." But it's like, look at the fine print. I mean, even James Lane, as much respect as I have for him, he kind of blew this out of, dare I say, proportion a bit. He tends to misinform a bit.
yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta run it. Yeah, because, like, here's the thing. His credit is going to be fucked for the next foreseeable future. Like, he has no credit. Like, he has no dick. This man has no credit. And he's going to be paying off. I don't know how much he's got on the Connecticut condo. Sorry, I don't know how much he's got on the Washington condo. I don't know how much he's got on the cars. But if I'm to stumble a guess, if I'm gonna drunken stumble my way across a line, I'd say he's still minimum 70 grand in the hole by the end of all this. Like, that includes cars, Washington home, and the foreclosure. Okay, Cornelius?
Yeah, yeah. I pretty much got to agree there. I mean, I can pull up the recent forms as of yesterday. Just let me screen share that real quick.
Yep. I gotta love how you can do this now. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. If you wanna... Here's the thing. If you're one of those people that wants Phil to lose his home and become dark side homeless, honestly, you should go and get a hug from your parents. Like, there's a difference. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between karmic justice and then, like, actively, like, salivating at the goddamn mouth to actively ruin someone's life. That's some SOK autistic crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
But before we continue, you guys can see.
Hold on.
My screen with the.
Give me a moment.
With the order of discharge, right?
Hold up. No, they're going to in a minute, though. And no, they do.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Walk us through. Take us by the hand, Daclonius.
Okay, so this order of discharge was updated as of yesterday, and let's see, explanation of bankruptcy discharge in a Chapter 7 case. Let's see, this order does not close or dismiss the case, and does not determine how much money, if any, the trustee will pay the creditors. Which
there was an add-on to that though. I saw because James tried to send me something, or he sent me something that it's basically just a fucking Twitter thing that he sent me. But give me a minute, I'll read this off. This is also what got sent. Is this in here? So file date May 7th. When was this filed?
May 7th.
Yeah, trustee, Chapter 7 reports distribution, no funds. In most Chapter 7 bankruptcy cases, debtors do not have any property or assets. Chapter 7 trustee can take, then distribute among the debtors, creditors. Once the trustee completes his or her investigation into the debtor's bankruptcy petition, the supporting documentation, and the trustee requests, and after the 341 hearing, also known as the meeting of creditors, the trustee will file a report of no distribution with the court. The purpose of the report of no distribution is to tell the court the debtor's creditors will not be receiving any payments. How do you get a report of no distribution? Again, a report of no distribution from the trustee means that you have no assets that can be taken and given to the creditors. You either have no assets whatsoever, or you are able to protect the assets you have, though, through exemptions. So, the thing is there's no mention of any exemptions in this, is there?
Let's see. Not that I know of. It just kind of says like some debts are not discharged. Examples of debts that are not discharged are debts that are domestic support obligations, which will probably mean child support most likely. Debts for student loans, taxes, debts that the bankruptcy court has decided or will decide are not discharged. Debts for most fines. Some debts which the debtors did not properly list.
See, again, I just like to point out what Critical Gaming's saying. He fucking got away with it. The world is stupid. Here's the thing, though. He didn't. Like, if you actually look at this, pun intended, critically, he didn't get away with this.
He's not out of the woods yet.
First of all, he's not out of the woods. We don't know. Diaconis hasn't been able to find any other documentation. But here's the thing. He's still in debt on his Washington home. That he still needs to pay. He still needs to pay off his cars. he'll still need to pay whatever the difference is on the Connecticut condo. Got me, damn puns. I know. Like, there is still, and like I turned around and said, minimum, he's still going to be around 70 grand in the hole. Like, he is going to be around 70, in my opinion, grand in the hole. And his credit is going to be, like, his credit's been sent to the Shadow Realm. Where's Cat in all this? I don't know. Probably somewhere trying to learn how to do the make the sauce. So yeah, I say people need to stop overreacting. If you really want this man's life destroyed, well, first of all, again, go and get a hug from your parents. You need it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go back to watching this retard play video games really poorly and just laugh my ass off at it because that's what I find funny.
No, especially next week. We got that big Odyssey. So let's see. Let's see if I can find something.
Well, while Darkonis is looking this up, like here's the thing, I'm not butthurt about this. Because in the end of the day, you have no credit, still gonna be in some form of debt. And I'm happier in my life than he is. So, you know, why would I be upset by this? Fuck's sake, I got more upset in my Call of Duty matches today than I was over this.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sorry you lost your job, Critical.
Oh, damn, man. That sucks, dude.
I'm sorry, Critical. But yeah, by the way, just put out the, when you get a chance, no, I could do it. I'll put out the link. We'll be bringing in the calls to anybody who wants to talk about any of the subjects we bring up, so, you know.
No, I can put the...
Already done.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So
Good.
Just go to the waiting room, chill there, and when we do the calls, just jump in and we'll drag you in. And we can talk about any of the subject. You can give your thoughts on any of the subjects that we've been talking about.
As far as I see, the document from yesterday is the most recent thing that I can find.
Okay.
From Court Listener, unless there's...
So Nancy... So by looks of it, Nancy hasn't done any exemption.
Or exemptions or appeals, from what I see, no. Because I believe they can still appeal this.
I don't think they can appeal it, but again, I'm just willing to sit. I'm willing to just sit on my hands and wait, because I got enough material to make fun of this retard anyway. All right, well, I'd say at the very least, we can move on to our next subject. Now, I'm gonna shove this right up here. There you go. I'm going to shove that right up there because right now we're going to be talking spoilers for The Last of Us 2.
So that means I should mute because I really don't want to...
Yeah, you should probably mute if you don't want to hear about any of this. Because I'm going to be going over it, and then I'm basically going to be talking about why I won't be buying it. And why it is fucking stupid. Here's the thing. Okay, so now you have had ample warning. Mute the stream while this is up, or you're going to be spoiled. Are they gone yet?
Uh,
I think they're gone.
just let me know. Just let me know when I can come back.
No, you'll be able to see on the stream because the spoiler alert will be gone.
Oh, okay.
I've literally got a big giant spoiler alert on screen.
I mean, I'm still getting the game no matter what.
And you will waste your money, from what I heard.
I've had this pre-ordered for months.
I've had this pre-ordered since it was announced, and I'm cancelling my pre-order. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so first of all, Joel dies. So yeah, Joel dies at the that's the big fuck you that this game pulls out. Joel's death is to forward a story of, you know, violence begets violence, and he gets killed by a antagonist called Abby, and you've seen her in the trailer. One of the trailers. No. Like I said, some people don't know this. Here's the thing: you say it isn't a big spoiler, but some people don't know this, and that's why I've got the spoiler alert up, and that's why I'm going all through this. So like I say, this isn't going over all the spoilers. This is just general discussion on why I won't be buying it, and just general what the fuck's going on. So yeah, Joel dying. Now, to me, that to me is, I don't mind Joel dying. In fact, a lot of people, if anybody turns around and says that they did not expect Joel to die in The Last of Us 2, you have found yourself a certified liar, and you should call them on that and ask to see their fucking liar ID, because everybody called it. It's the method and the reason behind it that is contrived. Okay, and the problem is this person that kills Joel is also the other character that you play. So you go from playing as Ellie to then playing as Abby, who killed Joel. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have no interest. Revenge pushes the story, and so does agenda and narratives. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I have no interest in playing as Abby. Like, I don't care what it is. Straight up, I don't care if it's transgender. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I just don't want to play as a character who kills one of my favorite characters and just basically ruins it for me. Now, give me a second. It's Mam. Her last name is, yes, Abby Mam. Abby, it's Mam. Yeah. 1 second. I'm just going to bring some of it up.
See, I'm reading something that Anita Sarkeesian may have had a hand.
If anything, I don't think she had a direct hand, but I think her influence is felt in this game.
I mean, I'll be honest, I never liked her at all.
Ooh, Anita Sarkeesian?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, only blind people would like her because she's a fraud.
And I'm not a sexist at all. I don't like her stance on things.
She's a cunt. She's straight up a cunt.
Moss says the name's Abby, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Well, Neil and that girl are like buddy. Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm trying to find the list that I had. Moment.
Oh, definitely, Moss. I agree. Playing as Ellie the entire game would be a hell of a lot better.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing. Now, it is
like playing as Ellie for that short time in the first game was cool.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind it if it was a kiss. And also, like, I can't confirm because I haven't seen it, but apparently Abby kills Ellie. By the end of this, both Ellie and Joel will be dead. So, yeah. Now, that's like, I have no fucking interest in that.
It's like you have no reason to get this game knowing what you know.
Well, here's the thing. I can at least. Here's the thing. Even if it was a good enough story, and I understood why it took that direction. Like I said, I have no problem with Joel dying. I just don't like the reasons why he dies. Like this isn't. People will turn around and say, "Oh, it's to drive the story forward." No, this was agenda driven. Like that's what this is. That's my biggest problem. And Rick Grimes somehow surprises Joel. Exactly.
So here's something from Dragon. I think Joel should have died midway in order to really strike a nerve in Ellie and the player, which would conclude the story in part 3.
I think that's what happened. I believe that's around the time he dies. He dies halfway through the game. If I remember correctly. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to find this fucking link. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, oh, damn it. But I found it.
I don't know. Do you think this needed a sequel, or do you take Miles' stance and actually agree with him?
You want?
Okay, Miles says this didn't need to be made. The Last of Us ended perfectly.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, no, The Last of Us 2 didn't need a... If anything, I would turn around and say this, they could have gone, and I've said this before about certain other games, and it's one of the things I like about World War Z, they could have taken a elsewhere story route, where The Last of Us 2, we're now following survivors elsewhere, like maybe in a different country or some shit, because like this shit isn't just situated in the United States. You know, United States isn't the fucking center of the universe, guys, developers. No, there are other there are other countries. Alright, give me a second. Fuck's sake. I'm having trouble finding this fucking list that I had. Because it was a list of all the major spoilers. But no, I agree. Playing as Ellie would have been perfect. And then... I am sorry, guys.
Because I'm actually on that chapter in the game right now.
In the game? Oh, in The Last of Us.
Yeah, in the first game.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I found one of them. Yeah, so you play as a new character, Abby, for half of the game. She kills Joel, and almost kills Ellie. Give me a sec. Angry about the Kojima-style character switch. What the fuck are you talking about, Kojima-style?
I wonder what that even means.
I just...
when an indie game...
When the fuck did that get... When the hell did switching character perspectives become, like, a Kojima thing? No, Aeromaster, that still doesn't make sense, because that was... Kojima was not the first person to do that. Here's the thing. Kojima... Like, they've already announced Abby. They had a trailer for Abby out a while ago. It was the one where she was going to be hanged. Like, they've already shown Abby they've already shown Abby. But the thing is at least with Metal Gear Solid 2, they never really showed Raiden. Do you know what I mean? They never showed Raiden until people got it. They only showed the tanker level. But at least with The Last of Us 2, we've known of Abby and all of that shit. We just didn't know the square details. So no, it isn't a Kojima-style switch. A Kojima-style switch would have been telling fucking nobody, people getting the game and finding out, oh no, we're not playing as the old guy, we're playing as the new guy. Because we didn't even know New Guy existed.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you think you're playing as Ellie the entire game? No.
You thought you was playing as a... You thought you... I'll do it in my most butch voice. You thought you was playing as Ellie the whole time, but it was really me, Abby! Oh, God. Yeah, like, there is... I think the one I was looking at has been taken down because because... Holy shit, I can't see anything. Because it just seems like...
Okay. Well, Trimble says The Last of Us 3 may give us their prequel, but what kind of prequel could we get from the first game? Because Left Behind was sort of a... I don't think it was a prequel, but it...
Also,
I know it takes place during the game. I know that.
By the way, Abby, the trailer with her came out in 2017. So yeah, it ain't a Kojima style switch. So yeah, yeah, but leaks reveal she was the daughter of the surgeon killed by Joel. We know about that. There's Abby's perspective levels, including the leaks. Yeah, she kills Joel with a golf club. Okay, so it seems like, no, other leaks show that Ellie's still alive. Like I said, I'm just trying to find these. Fuck knows. Like, miscellaneous character number 2. Like, that's who, that's what we're... That's what we're getting. Which, like I said, if anything else, like I said, I feel like in better hands, this story might have been better.
Wait, hold on, Ricky. Let's see, 20 years prior, leading up to the first game, how Joel and Tommy split up. Don't they... I don't know if they explain that in the first part of the first game, or...
I can't remember if they explain that.
Because we have a section in the game
that's what I'm trying to find right now, Gray.
Where you play as young Joel, and then Sarah ends up dead. And then you fast forward, what, like 15 years or so?
Like, all I'm finding is, journals talking about it, but no one's actually going on about. I can't find anything about the actual spoilers, because, like I say, it just seems like there's been a mass fucking thing about taking them down.
That's the one thing I've heard too.
I don't want a prequel. Like I turned around and said, if they wanted to do a sequel, they could have easily done a story in another location with new characters.
Just a fresh story, nothing to do with Ellie.
Yeah, nothing to do with Ellie, nothing to do with Joel. I do believe Ellie's girlfriend dies. I think I do recall seeing something about that. Again, like I said, they've been nuking all fucking spoilers, so I think it got taken down.
That's not the one from Left Behind, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And I'm almost expecting this fucking thing to be taken down. This stream to be taken down. Okay, spoiler 1. The video... Okay, I found the list. It's early game. I think it was early game that I was looking at. You see Ellie and Dina, among others, whose relationship is clearly developing from hugs and conversations before they are interrupted by Joel, so it's kind of clear where this is going. The second one is a really big leap. because speculations about Dina and Ellie's relationship been around for a while. Ever if unconfirmed. In more of a spoiler video, we see Joel being attacked and beaten by bandits. Some already feared that the previous protagonist might inevitably die a heroic death. And this could be the exact... Yep, that is the one. No, this wasn't the list, because there's not... It doesn't go through everything that I've seen. Yep. Oh, God. Like I said, I do apologize. I'm just having real trouble finding these leaks. And I don't want to start... Well, then again, Diconis has been listening this entire time, so I've kind of just spoiled a bit for him. I did
spoiled on worse.
You what?
I've been spoiled on worse. Don't worry about it.
I did tell you. I did tell you too.
Oh, I know. I'm still getting the game anyway. So let's see.
Yeah, exactly. That, like I've just turned around and said, I was fine. I made my peace with Joel dying in this game. There's been speculation that he would die from the very first trailer that they brought out because he walked in from the light. Like, people were speculating that he's a hallucination of Ellie's, like she has fucking that she'd see him dying as PTSD, that he didn't really die. Like, there's been speculation on that.
See, I don't know if it would have been better that way, or if they could have gone the Burial at Sea episode 2 route, where Joel's like a figment of Ellie's imagination, like he's dead, but we don't know how he died until we find out through flashbacks or whatever.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just having trouble finding these fucking leaks. Because, I mean, you can try and look for it, but you won't find any.
Let's see, Trimmel says, people are complaining that he didn't die properly, neither did Marlene. Hell, remember what happened to Sam and his brother? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but those forwarded a story. You didn't then turn around and start playing as the person who killed Marlene. Like, that's one thing people have issue with, as well, as the fact that you're now playing as a person who's on a mission to go and kill their favorite character.
Not have to disagree, Trimmel. I mean, I don't really get the point of bringing back Bill. Like, you remember the one guy that has the whole town rigged?
Yep, I think that was the one who had the whole thing rigged up to explode. Like I said, after these leaks came out, I have no interest in buying the game.
Like, none at all?
Not at all. Like, zero. Fucking nada. I will save my money and put it towards Cyberpunk. Because they can allow you to customize your genitals, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking 10 on 10.
You think with all that's going on in the world right now, you think that comes out this year?
Oh, yeah. Okay, right. So
No,
I'm
wait.
about to.
Right, I just had a thought for a second. Ghost of Tsushima comes out the same month as Last of Us 2. Let me see. Let me check my release calendar.
Oh, and also by looks of it, from okay, I found okay. So I went to reset error because they're
No,
the
wait,
only
that's
ones.
July.
I've gone to
No, wait.
reset. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. No, wait. I was wrong on that. Ghost doesn't come out until July.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, thanks, Dragon. I appreciate it.
So I've gone to yeah. I'm gonna reset error because they're the only ones that I can find that have this. Yeah, you play half the game as Ellie, half the game. That'd be not Ellie. Dina, who is Ellie's girlfriend, is pregnant with Jesse's child. I believe she gets killed by Abby. Yeah, transcript. Abby is about to slit Dina's throat. Ellie, stop. She has nothing to do with this. Abby turns to Ellie. She is pregnant. Abby, good. So yeah, like they're right there, right there. They're like if that transcript is anything to be believed, you have officially just given me no. You've officially given me no reason, because this character is not a deep, sympathetic character. They are just a psychopath. Like they are fucking insane. And I have no interest in playing a psychopath. If it was a psychopath with deep, like Abby just seems like she's just out for revenge because Joel killed her daddy. That is not enough. Like, yeah, that's motivation, but I feel like there's not going to be any depth. And that, damn.
Will the game explain who Joel killed? That
It's just, like I said, it's miscellaneous surgeon number 2, who I'm sure didn't even get a name in the credits.
which would be the surgeon from the first game, if I'm.
Yes, he's one of the surgeons that he kills at the end of the first game. Like, one of them. Or the surgeon, whatever. My point is, I'm sure his credit name was just surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the thing, Trimmel. You're absolutely incorrect that the Fireflies were not sympathetic. They kind of were, because you understood why they wanted to do what they wanted to do. It's just then you get the reason, like, it's just then Joel takes it upon himself to make sure that Ellie doesn't happen. Like, it is a set of good intentions. They can use Ellie to perhaps create a cure, but it's Joel who then turns and then starts killing them all. Like, in all fairness, like, Joel at the end of The Last of Us 2 was the aggressor. Because that's why he had to lie to Ellie. Because, you know, Ellie was going to... because Ellie thought that they didn't find anything.
I could be wrong on this. I believe he also said that she wasn't the only one who was immune, that there's more like her out there.
I believe he did say that. Like, here's the thing. Revenge... Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'll turn around and say this as well. Like I said, it also is a case of intent. Like, they're doing this to push an SJW agenda.
Oh yeah.
Like, that is one of my other problems. Okay? But here's the thing. They could have fucking easily turned around and said that the one hunting down Joel and Ellie was What was the woman's name? The leader of the Fireflies, who Joel shoots last. You know who I'm on about, right? If that,
I think so. I'm just having a hard time remembering who.
you know, I'm sure people know who I'm talking about, right? Could have easily turned around and said that the one hunting down Joel and Ellie was him, or was him or her hunting down. We'll just go with her because they like pushing that. That they're hunting down.
Thank you, Miles.
Marlene, that's it. Thank you, Miles. Yeah, Marlene. It could have been Marlene's offspring. That would have made more thematic sense and would have resonated more for the simple reason Marlene had a personality. Marlene was a character that we talked to, we met. Like, she was a focal character. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But it's the fact that it's miscellaneous surgeon I have no connection to.
And have no reason to care about him at all.
Or Abby as well. See, now Tremel, you're just starting to try and make speculations to excuse this writing.
Like, you can't excuse bad writing in a game no matter what. Like, you can have great gameplay, but if the story isn't there, And
like I turned around and said, I started it off by turning around and saying, I don't care if Abby is trans or not. I feel no connection to her. Like, they pretty much writ her in for those reasons. And again, like I said, and I never even turned around and said, like, it's funny, Tremel, again, you're immediately throwing up the fire shield, saying that she's not even trans, so how's it SJW? I never even turned around and said it's because she's trans.
now that I wasn't aware of.
What?
That she's trans.
No, she's not. Well, there's no confirmation on it, but that's why I started off by saying I don't care if she is or not.
Okay.
And, like, Tremel is just throwing up the, how is it Abby's not even trans, how is it SJW? I never even brought that up as a point of contention against Abby, the character, or that as a point of contention of it being SJW writing. Like I said, I'm still trying to find these fucking lists. Give me a sec. Give me a second. I know one person who might. Like, here's the thing, it could be one or the other, but it's most likely a combination of both. Again, there's a reason why the saying go woke, go broke exists. Maybe they'll change the script. Wait, they can't change the script. It's done, it's finalized. The disc is gold. It's being printed.
Like, that'd take at least, what?
Hold on.
3 to 6 months more work to do that?
Did they have to redo the whole fucking game? Alright, give me a minute, because like the one thing that bothers me about Abby's design isn't the fact that she's a muscular woman. Like, that doesn't bother me. I mean, fuck, you do you. Biggest thing for me is, dude, she got pecs. And she straight up got pecs.
Straight up China.
No! No! Not this flat! Okay, this is... I believe this is totally gonna get me taken down. Alright. Someone archive this because it's most... Immediately archive this because it's most likely gonna get set up. But give me a second. I want to show it because, like I said, this chest is flat. This shit got pecs. Give me a sec.
Cyber ran about the leaks, so.
You what?
No, Cyber asked, what are we on about?
Yeah. Ah, there it is. Well, this one is the screenshot from... Well, I mean, you can clearly see what this is a screenshot from. Take it with a grain of salt is all I'll say. Just let me... Let's move. Oh, for God's sake. Can't. There it is. Yeah, that game was going to be the next poster boy for virtual signaling. Like, yo, look at that. Them be packs.
Jeez.
Them be... They're packs, right? I'm not seeing shit. Like, fuck it. Let's CSI this. Zoom and enhance.
Yeah, Gray says I thought it was a dude at first.
And I'm pretty sure that is Abby. I'm pretty fucking sure. Like I said, someone archive this because it's most likely going to get taken down. So, nah, because that's another topic. It is Abby. Yeah, because that's another topic of conversation. Sony taking down videos that don't even show footage or anything, just talking about the spoilers. That's fucking scummy. That is just outright fucking scumbaggery.
It's DMCA abuse.
Fuck yeah. Fucking stupid. Like I said, I just asked somebody if they had the spoiler list, but he hasn't got back to me.
Let's see. The OG Nyte team has disbanded. This what happens when you leave the keys to a big name company to anyone. Yeah, good point, Cyber. Good point, Cyber.
Yeah, like I said, I've been done.
Yeah, I don't blame you for boycotting Miles.
Like I said, here's the thing. This, like, my whole thing, like, there's multiple other reasons. Like, there's also the crunch culture, which I don't agree with as well.
Wait, is that where you're forced to like make a game within a certain amount of time?
Yeah, and people staying overtime and shit, probably without pay. Yeah, like that is another aspect I should bring up. That's another reason why I won't be buying this game. Because here's the thing: spoilers.
Basically killing.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
Not basically killing themselves to get a game out on time.
Pretty much. Because here's the thing: spoilers have not stopped me from buying or playing games. Like, there are plenty of games I've let's played or played that I've known the story to, and one of them is coming up, and that will be, unfortunately, that will be Death Stranding. I know the story to that. Is it going to stop me from playing it? Fuck no. Like, fuck no, that's not going to stop me from buying it. But, you know, I just never had...
Oh, I want to get Cyber's perspective on this. He says this is also Anita Sarkeesian's fault.
Well, we'll be bringing people in to talk about whatever we've been talking about today in a minute.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find these fucking lists.
Let's see. Indeed, there are no unions for video game developers. See Rockstar's development for Red Dead Redemption 2. Another good point, Trimmel.
Yo, no, even better. Look at CD Projekt Red. But here's the thing.
Well, he's just bringing up another example.
Oh no, and I've just brought up an example with CD Projekt Red and The Witcher 3 and BioWare and Dragon Age Inquisition. Here's the thing though. With Witcher 3, there is also an argument to be made of culture difference because, this isn't stereotyping. This is the genuine fucking truth because we got a lot of them in my country. The Polish are really fucking hard workers. Like in Poland, they have a really strong work ethic. And if you notice, a lot of the people who complained about all of the crunch and stuff like that, they were actually Western developers, like American developers bought in and stuff. They're the ones who mainly complain, but the Polish ones barely do because Polish workers have got such a strong work ethic. Maybe sometimes to a fault. So I mean, there is a difference in culture there. But I mean, even they've turned around and said they're not going to be that they're going to lean back off crunch since all that shit happened. Let me see. It's like Game Radar, they got one out from like a day ago, but like it says everything we know so far. Okay, who leaked? Okay, how was it hacked? Okay, but I'm not seeing anything on what the actual leaks are.
They're probably all being taken down.
Yeah, they probably have, and that's why I asked. That's why I'm trying to find someone with a list of the leaks. You should never judge a book by its cover. Indie developers are not all perfect. Some... Like, for every Cuphead where the developers seem like absolute sweethearts and put literally their fucking houses on the line to make it, you have a Fez, where the developer of it is a complete fucking tool. Fuck Phil Fish. There you go.
Let's see, Trimmel says, I'll still buy it if only because it was one of the few games I enjoyed that I've ever played fully. And that's your choice, Trimmel. That's everyone's choice. If you want to buy it, even though you don't know what's going to happen.
You'll have to go to the dark web to find those leaks, Dante. Oh god, don't front that. Dark sci-fi. But yeah, I mean... Maybe I'm not going to because fuck that'd be deadly. But yeah, that's probably where you'd have to get it.
Hey, you think you can take these calls because I gotta get going?
I will do. I'll also turn around and say this. my one thing is, okay, I know weight, I know, you know, lifting definitely gains you muscle mass and stuff, but if she really is just a swole woman, then I question where the fuck she got the steroids. Alright, give me a second. Oh, they make some amazing games, but it doesn't make them infallible. Like, that's my whole point. It doesn't make them infallible.
Let's see, do you want to start bringing people in, or?
Yep, I'm going to now.
We got one guy in here.
Okay, I don't know who it is, but let's see. Okay, so we're gonna start taking calls now, so you can talk about either of the two subjects or whatever.
We'll bring Cyber in first.
Wait, okay, give me a second. Sorry. Okay, what's up, Cyber? How you doing, homie?
Hey man, what's up? Wait, hold on. There's an echo of me. Just turn off, pause your stream. Oh god, I can hear my own voice.
Wait, Miles, you just learned this? Yeah, they're not making any more updates for The Last of Us, for Battlefield 5.
Okay, sorry. What were you saying? I just like listened to, I heard like a whole bunch of reverb on my end.
Oh no, it's fine. So go on, tell us your thoughts. What do you think of either of these two situations we talked about?
Of The Last of Us 2?
Well, I mean, we talked about that second, and then there was the Phil's bankruptcy stuff that we went over slightly. But go ahead. Go on, you want to talk about the?
Well, the DSP bankruptcy thing is, I'm just we don't, it's not completely over yet because it's just one half of the credit card things, right? Like, what's it called? Yeah, it's one half of it, and I'm just waiting. I'm not celebrating. I'm not posting anything. I'm just like waiting to see how everything blows over because DSP's still not done yet.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing.
And The Last of Us 2, that's just, I don't know. It's really stupid how Sony's going out of the way to silence smaller YouTubers, smaller article writers, and it's just shameful. And the new director of it, he looks like such a fucking soy boy. Like, does he really think he's gonna get like any fucking SJW pussy out of this or something by going out of his way to ruin a game, ruin a whole series?
Probably.
I don't know, I seem to be a little heated about this because I am kind of like, I was legitimately excited for Last of Us, and then, I caved and saw the spoilers. I'm like, okay, I get it. That was supposed to happen, but then, what?
Right, you saw the spoilers. Right, how much of the spoilers do you know about?
The stuff involving Joel and Ellie.
Okay. Yeah, it's it's interesting. Neil has been part of Naughty Dog for a while.
Has he? Oh.
I mean, still doesn't take away from the point.
Yeah. It's just sad, man. Like they're like the game. I feel like that company's just like done now. Like that's like, was that not the last major game company? We still have Nintendo. Not pandering to SJW.
Then you got the dollar. This what I need. Hey.
My friend and I were talking about this the other day, but if more people would hold back
I don't know, it's just
hold
the game
on.
more and not support games and agendas like this, I'm sure other devs would see this bad outcome and possibly avoid disasters like this in their own games.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, now fucking asshole. Who was that? Grey Wind. Thank you for that 403. Much appreciated. No, you are right. Like that's one stance that I think a lot of people here can say that I have been, I would say 90% consistent on, is we need to speak with our wallets. Like gamers in general, we need to speak with our wallets and nothing else. Because like a certain pig roach, we all know, all they understand is this. Like, a majority of them, all they understand is this.
Yeah, and let's go. It's just I don't know. That's why I'm happy I'm finally getting into the PC gaming side of the PC gaming part of the world because like I'm seeing all these deals and stuff and like I see people who actually look like they're passionate about their game. Exodia looks pretty.
Let the master race flow through you.
There's actually something I wanted to ask you, Cyber. Okay, so you said that it was Anita Sarkeesian's fault, and I just want to know why. Why do you think?
Because the current director of Last of Us 2 keeps referencing her. Have you not seen any of the stuff he's been putting out? Like, oh, I was watching the Anita Sarkeesian video, and it's not a good video, but like, she's right about all this stuff. You never saw that video?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you're gonna have to link me that. I will fucking play it.
That seems kind of contradictory for him to say. I mean, it's like he says he doesn't like the video, but he's like, oh, I agree with what she has to say. I'm like, how does that make any sense?
No.
Exactly.
No. I mean, yes, it does actually, because I can not like somebody, but I can unbiasedly like look at their opinions or what they're saying and agree with them if they make a good, valid argument or use facts. Just trying to think. I mean, to be fair, I like everybody, so I mean that's hard. But I'm just trying to think of someone who said something. It's fine. I'm just trying to think of a good example of someone who I don't necessarily like, but I've agreed with their opinion before.
Hey, I got a split, dude, but I will see you guys later.
Hey, don't worry about it, Diclonius. You take care of yourself. Everybody said bye-bye to Diclonius. But no, like it is absolutely perfectly fine to like disagree with to not like somebody or and at least be able to agree with them, find mutual ground. That's how meaningful conversations are. The problem with someone like Anita Sarkeesian is she just spouts nothing but shit. Like 99.9% of what comes out of her mouth is literal shit.
I'm trying to find the video I saw. I saw it through mostly it's a Gundam video though about like.
No, you can't disagree with me. You will have to bend the knee 24/7. Do what fuck?
Who has to bend the knee?
A kind of nurgle. No, you can't disagree with me. You have to bend the knee 24/7. No, motherfucker, I don't need to bend the knee to you.
No, we don't. No, I don't. Again, you're right, Dante. We have to talk with our wallets because that's the only thing that seems.
Yeah, like fuck, Jesus Christ! I spoke with my wallet. It's a trivial thing, but I spoke with my wallet. Like, first of all, I didn't get Final Fantasy VII Remake because I'm still like somewhat fucking annoyed and pissed off that it's going to be episodic, and the fact that it's most likely going to go over 3 parts. And the fact that they turned around and said that if they didn't do it episodic, they wouldn't be able to achieve their true vision of what they wanted, which is bullshit because, not having a release date and having more time to make your game also achieves the same damn fucking goal. Unless you are because here's the thing, the reason why they're doing the whole episodic thing is because Square Enix needs the money. Like that statement there screams that they need the money. Like they're in financial trouble. But like I didn't buy Final Fantasy VII. I had people asking me leading up, so are you gonna get it and play it on stream? I'm like, fuck no. Like also with Death Stranding, when it was getting really close to the release date for Death Stranding, PlayStation 4, I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to this. I'm hearing rumblings of a PC version. I hope it gets announced because I even said when I said if it gets announced for PC, I'm gonna fucking cancel my PS4 pre-order and I'll buy it on PC because that's my preferred platform. Lo and fucking behold, guess what happened? And I'm even holding off on my Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play because I got that pre-owned for like £5. Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm like, no, fuck that. I want to buy it and play it on PC. If you're gonna release something on PC, don't be so fucking coy about it. That's why I fucking hate timed exclusives. Like, I can understand exclusives because that's money transferring from a developer to another company to have a game exclusive to their system. Like, or they're having a developer make a game for their system. I totally get and understand exclusives. Timed exclusives are literal fucking cancers on the arse of gaming. No. Ellie's not forced to be gay. No. That is something that I will defend. Like, there's 2 points. There is 2 points where I will say it is against. From surface details, without looking too deep, without obviously having seen it fully. There's 1 point where I will turn around and say I can't call it SJW stuff because apparently there's a cult in the game in The Last of Us 2 that is a See, this is why I wish I had the list. This is why I wish I had the fucking list. But apparently there's a cult in the game that hates men. Or some shit. Or it's either that or they're a Christian cult. And I'm like, that's not SJW stuff because fucking skeptics and shit were fucking hating Christians and fucking, dude, Satanists were hating Christians before SJW showed up. So, you know, fuck it. What is it? Is it fucking Satanist? Is it Satanic Justice Warriors now? Is that what SJ? If that's SJW, then that's what that stands for. Because the Satanists have been hating Christians since the dawn of time. But as far as Ellie being gay, no, like that was hinted at. That was brought up in The Last of Us 1. But again, it was as far as like Ellie, that's one of the things that I don't mind is if you make a character gay, I don't care if a character is gay, trans, black, white, Asian. I don't care so long as that is not their one defining character trait. Like, I am woman, hear me roar. Like, or I am man, look how built. Like, I fucking hate that kind of written character. If it's put into like it's if Ella was like that in The Last of Us 1, it would not work. And it would be completely jarring, and it would just take me completely out of the story because it wouldn't fit with the seriousness and shit of the world. I just want well-written characters, and I turned around and said that one of the best written characters, one of the best well-written gay characters recently in gaming, in my opinion, was Kung Jin from Mortal Kombat X. Do you know why? He was gay, and that wasn't his only fucking character trait. He was actually a badass. He grew as a character throughout the game. Like, he was a character. He wasn't a caricature. Exactly, Miles. It's a part of who she is, but it isn't what defines her.
Also, if you read the comics, it kind of explains that she's into girls.
They even show it in the Left Behind DLC. Like, they blatantly show it.
What is on docket to talk about? Like, because I feel like we're just like focusing mostly on The Last of Us, the negativity, and I don't want you to get.
Don't worry, I'm already... Dude, believe me, I was in a foul mood before I even began. I actually was going to start back the stream by saying you guys are in for some fun because you're getting annoyed, pissed, Dante, today. Like, fuck me. That's that kind of shit that I fucking hate. I want my characters to be third dimension, not cardboard. Anyway, you got anything else you want to say on this?
No, it's just Last of Us 2 seemed like a good idea from the first trailer, and then it just became like a shit show. That's it. That's all I gotta say. It's a shit show.
Okay. Alright, man. Well, it was good to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Alright. See you later, man. Alright, now I don't know. Okay. I don't know who the fuck this is. Okay. Alright, who are you and what do you want? Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? I think you might need to sort out your headphones.
Hey, sorry.
Alright.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sweet. I'm Batman in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Batman? Names are different.
This is actually my original username. I actually had a YouTube account named Serious Matt. But
Gotcha.
yeah. Anyway, so I actually looked. I looked into the director Neil. What's it? Dunkelman? Is it Drunkman?
Cookman. There you
I
go.
don't know.
Go on.
Yeah, him. And what's funny is he he was with Naughty Dog for a long time. I think since Uncharted 1. And he because Cyber brought up the whole like him with Anita or whatever. Like he did like a like this convention panel thing. Because he looked at like tropes versus women. That's a thing Anita had on her YouTube channel a long time ago.
Yep.
Where this I feel like Neil has not. None of these developers have learned from. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Battlefield 5 had controversy around it too because people wanted it to be historically accurate or whatever. And then there's people
And then
that
so
complained about. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, because I was actually about to add on to the Battlefield 5 thing. Yeah, people wanted it to be historically accurate, and then basically they turned around and said if you don't like the game, don't buy it, and people didn't.
Yep, and Neil said the same thing on his Instagram, except he posted a quote from what's it called? What's his name called? Kurt Cobain. Where basically Kurt was talking about like, if you're generally a bad person, you shouldn't buy our albums. But he was talking about it from a place of heart because he's gotten like a lot of. It was from a long time ago, whatever. But basically, Neil's saying the same thing. If you don't like it, or if you don't agree with my perspective, then you just shouldn't buy it. It's like, what? For questioning it? For being critical? I shouldn't buy it? I don't know. But that's when it comes to that, that's how I kind of feel about the situation. I feel like if a company goes under because they went woke and went broke, I think that's the only way these devs are going to learn to not put in forcing their agenda down people's throats. I think that's when they'll learn, but it should never come to that.
Or not just taking a critical stance on it. Like, here's the thing: you can have, like, I've never turned around and said you can't have, like, you can't have, fuck's sake, you can't have, you can have, Iron Woman, Hear Me Roar, but then you need to also have the other side as well. Like, you can't, you can't have just one extreme. Because then there's, especially if you're going for like a deep, meaningful game, like this is supposed to be a game about the whole violence begets violence thing, which, you know, that's a tale as old as fucking history. Sorry about that. But like when you lean so far to one side, no one is going to hear that message because you're coloring it with only one color. Like it's not going to be. It's not going to be a grey picture now. It's going to be either a white or a black picture. Someone's going to take that out of context. Like you can't color in just one color. You need to have multiple colors.
Yeah, it's.
And by the way, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, I want to address this as far as what Tremel said about it being historically accurate. No, Battlefield as a series, as far as when they have gone back and done like earlier era games, they have been, for the most part, close to historically accurate and so on. Okay? The only times they didn't is when they went into the future. But then when Battlefield 5 showed up and basically claimed that you could play as amputees on the front lines of World War II, then you've officially jumped from one side of the fence to the other, saying that no, our games, and it's also, whether not directly from their mouths, it's from their actions, they have been mainly accurate when it comes to the portrayal of warfare, when it comes to portrayal of guns, when it comes to the portrayal of combatants. Like, all of that has been fairly and well represented up to Battlefield 1, and I think even then they kind of tipped it, but you know. But then when Battlefield 5 comes out, they've got women on the front lines in situations where it doesn't make sense. They take scenarios that actually did happen and through agenda changed it to where it's now a young girl going about a mission that actually did happen. And we actually talked about this 2 weeks ago with Think Before You Speak. Like, that's when you move from you're proving yourself as a track record for historical accuracy to then taking one side of the fence. And honestly, the absolute worst thing is, yeah, the Normandy heavy water plant. Exactly. Like, that's that. The worst thing is, do you want to know the worst thing about Battlefield 5? They proved they could have good writing. They proved they could, because you want to know something? I've seen the Last Tiger scenario that they did. That was good. Like, that scenario, the Last Tiger, was actually a good scenario. Basically, it was basically, to give everybody the gist, you are playing as a Nazi tank, a Nazi tank crew, or at least the commander of one. And over the time, you're going through, I believe it was Berlin. You're seeing deserting Nazis being hanged for treason by the staunch thing. So yeah, they're hitting on the Nazis are evil thing, but they're also showing that by the war's end, there were Nazis that were, like, they were just soldiers. There were soldiers fighting for their home and just following orders that started to become really disenfranchised, or looked around and realized, dude, this is all fucking messed up. Like, we are losing this war and we're being sent to our deaths. That kind of scenario really was well done, in my opinion. But it's just and Battlefield 5, from what I heard, did improve, but it's just that initial thing of, like you were saying, Batman, that they shit on the franchise, they shit on history, and they shit on the fans. So go on, please continue.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's definitely very disappointing that they did do that. I think, like, the way that I've always, like, whenever I, like, talk to my friends or whatever about, like, how they should address some people, because you know how we're talking about how Ellie, some people complain that they forced her to be gay, but in reality, if they did their research and played the Left Behind DLC, they would know that she's been gay since that. And I think, you know, here's how I would explain if, like, a company, like, let's say people freak out, go, oh my god, is this gonna have, you know, SJW stuff, or is it gonna, like, have really, like, extreme points of views on things? As a company, I think it's better to take an approach of, hey, listen, what you may have heard, Rockstar does this, when anything comes out, like, that's speculation, they always say, we can't confirm or deny anything, but we do hope that with the recent trailer releases or what have you, that you will consider purchasing the product. I think that's a better way of doing it, because you're not saying, oh, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. You're trying to say, hey, look, I'm not going to say it's yes or no, but we do hope to keep you as a customer.
Yeah, that's a very neutral, like, stance to take, and sometimes that can work, but sometimes I feel like it needs to be addressed. Like, obviously, the thing is, I was actually very curious, so I looked this up. So apparently, One Angry Gamer has a list of get woke, go broke, the master list. Like, and I'm just gonna read this off: a comprehensive and ever-growing list of media properties that have decided to go woke and inevitably went broke while trying to pander to the so-called progressive phantom audience. Because the thing is this is something that should also be said. Like, this progressive audience, that we hear about. The problem is like if they do exist inside your medium, they are most likely a small percentage. Like the diehards exist and they'll buy it no matter what, but like this audience is very small. You'll find video games, movies, comic books, and on the list, feel free to point out other properties that decide to go walk and get broke in the process. So apparently, these are the ones they've come up with. The Seminole Files, Agents of Mayhem, Battleborn, Battlefield 5, Bless Online, Cineblend Games, Dishonored franchise, Face Punch Formulas, Game Plant, Hyper Universe, Lawbreakers, Mass Effect Andromeda. That was actually a big fucking one as well. Pillars of Eternity 2, Sunset, Telltale Games, which they do actually exist now still. Variety Games section. Yeah, Telltale went broke, but now they're back because I think the dude who created the Walking Dead comics now owns it. Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, and Wildstar. So here's some movies as well. Alan the Queen, Started Welcome Went Broke, Annie, Annihilation, A Wrinkle in Time, Birds of Prey, Black Christmas, Cats, Charlie's Angels, Collider, Cook, Ghostbusters 2016, Instincts, Luke Cage, Men in Black International, Midnight, Miss America Pageant, Now Apocalypse, Homs, Robin Hood 2018, Star Wars The Last Jedi, which didn't necessarily go broke, and Solo or Star Wars Story, Sense8, Stars Align, Terminator Dark Fate, that one did, The Dark Tower, The Kitchen, The Punisher. See, is he talking about the Punisher TV show? Now, I don't recall that being very woke. That one I'm going to disagree with. And that didn't go broke, really. Like, just Netflix cancelled them all.
Yeah. I think I know why people put it on that list, but it's not for, feminist reasons, or SJW reasons. It's for, they copped out showing the trailer at Comic-Con because all I'll say is a mass...
Oh, you're talking about the Vegas...
happened.
You're on about them delaying the first season because of the Vegas shooting thing.
And they said, well, no kidding, he has firearms. You know, the police in Gotham have firearms, but I don't see you canceling Gotham, or delaying Gotham, or whatever. Basically, they had no idea what to do, and because they quickly just pull the plug, I think that's what got people turned, negative on them. Because some people wanted to see the sneak peek, and they just pulled the plug, and they're like, what the hell, you left us? That's why, I think.
I'm sorry. I just looked under others on this list, and one of them is Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign.
Oh!
Oh, that is...
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad that was an other. I'm glad that's the first thing you see in other. It's not I found this, this book or whatever, not comic book, but an old book, her election campaign.
Sorry, I just find that really funny. But no, I do agree that they should address it. And the problem is with Sony trying to address it, they decided that the nuclear option was the best option. And like I said, someone should probably archive this because it would not surprise me if this gets taken down.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of that. And my thing is, it's Sony, it's public information now. You know what I mean? At least in the States, that's a part of our Constitution. Is the Freedom of Information Act. It's information that the press can have. You know what I mean? And that's what bothers me. It's they're abusing it. They're DMCA, to pull it down, and they're doing everything they can. They're to put it in fiction, they're the Death Star at the end of Return of the Jedi, where all the fucking stormtroopers are running around after the Emperor died and Darth Vader's on his deathbed. They're oh shit, where do we go? Run over here. That's what they're like.
Pretty much. Tremo just said, oh Jesus, one angry gamer. That dude is literally a Nazi. He called a woman who got rejected for Catwoman a half-breed because she is mixed. And
Jesus.
eludes the Jewish question. I don't even know who the fuck One Angry Gamer is. I just literally Googled, what was it that I actually Googled? Second, I will tell you what I Googled. So you guys can try this at home. I literally typed in go woke, go broke examples. He's literally the first fucking one. At least on my screen.
I've never heard of him. I mean, I may have maybe in passing, but yeah.
I don't even know who the fuck he is. Maybe I've heard him in passing as well, but never paid it much mind. I don't.
I think Catwoman was supposed to be played by Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Here's the thing, though. There's a good example. There's a good example of someone who I possibly wouldn't like if he went out and said that kind of thing. Because
yeah.
I mean half-breed like that's something you call a dog. Not like
maybe he was referred to her being Catwoman. Maybe it was taken not necessarily out of context, but maybe because cats can be mixed bred.
Yeah, but even then
didn't mean
yeah,
race. Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, that point it's just you mix race. That's it. Like that's it. But calling somebody half breed that's some. This is I was talking earlier about there are people you might not like, but you could at least agree with if they do bring facts. And looking at that list, maybe I wouldn't like him if I knew him or if I knew who the fuck he was. But the list isn't entirely wrong. There are good examples there of properties that have gone woke and gone broke.
Yeah, because yeah, exactly. You don't have to if that's true, I don't like the guy's ideology or whatever he believes in. But when it comes to him looking at stuff about get woke, go broke stuff, looking into it, finding facts about it or whatever, that's
here's the thing. It's always
a
good
decent job at that.
It's always good to at least have an open discussion with people that you might not like or who you disagree with, because maybe you'll learn things, or maybe there's at least something that could come out of a conversation. Not a yelling match. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't get into the internet blood sports things, because there's nothing to be had from these. I mean, okay, now if you've got two Spurgs just fucking flinging shit at each other, okay, then that can be funny. That can be funny. But then they get people on where you feel where it seems like they're trying to have a fucking discussion, but then no discussion is to be had. But my point is it's always good to at least have dialogue with people.
Yeah, unless how are you gonna know if you disagree? How do you know if you hate them?
Yeah.
How do you know if you hate them? Not disagree. How do you know if you hate them? I meant to say.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, it's fine.
How do you? Yeah. If you don't know why you hate that, it's weird to say you hate it. Obviously the comments he made, I do not like at all. If what he said was true again, because I don't know. I'm not just gonna say he said that. I have to look into it and see if he actually did say it.
As I've always turned around and said, do your research, people.
So, obviously, I'm going to disagree with that.
Alright, you got anything else you want to add, man?
Just one more thing, and it's about Phil. It's about the whole bankruptcy thing.
Sure.
I think I said it in the chat. Since people are saying oh man, the justice system failed us or whatever, and all this and that, Phil should never have gotten off that easily, which he didn't. Look, tons of people sadly file for bankruptcy, and a lot of people can see when people file for bankruptcy, a lot of people see negativity towards it, oh, you just don't know how to spend your money or whatever. And I think that's kind of why people had like a problem with him. Like they think like, oh, he just has to pay off stuff. They're just bad with he's just bad with money or whatever. Which obviously he is. But I think because bankruptcy has a negative stigma to it, as in like you're bad with money or whatever. And the thing is, personally, I've known people in family, I'll just say, that have gone bankrupt. If they weren't bad with money, things happened. Phil's situation, he dug his hole.
Yeah.
And I don't think getting put on a payment plan is like, oh, the government failed us, whatever. Most people get put on a payment plan, if not everybody.
Yep.
So are they failing those people too? Like, again, it's mixed. Some people can be like Phil and be bad with money, but be put on a payment plan. Then there's others that sadly, because something happened, have to put on a payment plan. And I just think because they haven't gone through one themselves, they're kind of talking out of their ass. And they're just mad because it's Phil, and it's like, no, you gotta think objectively. You can't just think, it's Phil. It's like, no, you gotta think objectively.
See, the thing is, the way I view it is, like, there's like three stages, or there's three types of people I see with this. Maybe four if I really stretch my imagination. It's already very limited. There's the people like me who think Phil is a piece of shit, but we don't care, neither here nor there, because we just like laughing at the retard for the dumb shit he does, like I do with my video games. So there's the people like me. Then there's the people who are upset by this because they feel like he got away, like, not because they want to see him fail, but because of all of the shit that he's done, they feel like he's eluded karmic justice. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm on your side with the first one. I don't want to see the guy go homeless. I don't want to see his life ruined. I just, like you, like to see him fail at video games and just get angry.
I've turned around and said that I don't want to see DSP. I don't want to see DSP homeless. I've said this very clearly many a times. I don't want to see DSP homeless. I want to see DSP humbled. Which, at this point, I believe is never going to happen. But, you know, as Martin Luther King once said, I have a dream! But, like, so yeah, then, like I was saying, you got the middle ones who just want to see Phil eat some karmic justice. Then you've got the Spurgs, the ones, Kiwi Farms, who want to see Phil ruined, homeless, divorced, and most likely, sadly, and this is kind of depressing, most likely in an early grave. That's some SOK shit. If people turn around and really want Phil homeless and shit, and they're actively spurging out, emailing Nancy, all of this shit, pretty much most likely being the contributing factor to why Phil maybe got away with this, who the fuck knows? Because we'll probably never know at this point. If they are doing this and they're also ones who criticize the SOK for being spurgs, motherfuckers, I thought Phil needed to learn some fucking self-irony. Because there's some fucking irony right there.
Yeah, one thing, you know what's funny about the SOK is one comment they made, and that brings up the whole like Phil, people like sadly wishing Phil an early grave or wanting his house taken away. One of the members, when he was playing, I think Crash 2, said anybody with I believe they said this, so take this as a grain of salt from my memory.
Hold on, I think I got some salt. Right, well, in fact, I'll share the can. There's your salt.
Damn. They said, one of them said, anybody with a white controller is just a bad person or a terrible person. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? He has a white controller. It's just a controller. Calm down. Like, it's like they criticized him over stupid shit. It's like, look at the gameplay. Hello.
Yeah, it is. It is stupid. Those white controllers are nice though. They're really nice. So are the red ones.
Yeah, for PS3 too. Yeah, for PS3 as well. Like really good. But yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it's all spurgy shit. I'm just gonna sit by. I'm just gonna sit back and just enjoy the fireworks.
You have to.
Pretty much. Like, here's the thing. I was having this discussion with some fellow detractors. I do not hate Phil. Like, see, to me, how do I say this? I'm trying to think of the correct words to say. My words when I was having this conversation with people, I said that I detest Phil. I don't hate Phil, I detest him, because I see them as two different things. If I hate somebody, that person is living rent-free in my mind. Like, they're in my mind 24/7. If I detest somebody, I detest their actions and the things that they've done, but I don't give it any extra processing power in my brain. Like, if I'm watching somebody, that stuff will come up because they're in my mind at that moment. Like when I'm watching Phil and like he brings up his money situation and stuff like that. Like, I'll detest what he's talking about because then because I'm thinking about him, I'll have other things that I know about Phil on my mind at that time. But when I'm away from Phil or even the Game Grumps, really, because I fucking detest Aaron as well with some of the stupid
I don't
shit
like them at all. Except Danny.
Dan,
Danny
you know
has
what?
good
I've turned around and said that Danny, like I've always turned around and said Danny's got amazing talent, and Aaron had talent. Like he's the same as Spoonie, a tremendous waste of fucking talent. Because like Aaron's a good fucking animator, but yeah, like because I just don't. I got too much shit in my own life to truly dedicate SOK levels of hate towards somebody. Like I got my own shit. I got my own Let's Plays to deal with. I got my own streams to deal with. I got my own fucking my own peeps to deal with. I got my own family to deal with. I got my own coronavirus shit to deal with. I don't have it, but you know the general thing going on. Like I got so much to deal with that I just never have time in my life for hate, except in the moment when someone like DSP is spouting out about dumb shit that I know he's done worse or is going to do worse. Then they're on my mind and I detest them at that moment. That's why I say I see a difference between hating somebody and detesting somebody.
Yeah, it's not like gonna be in a freaking like almost 24-hour call like Fred Fox was in. Oh Jesus, that was horrible. When I learned about that, I went, this guy is fucking nuts. Like he really was in a 24-hour call, thinking to himself like, you know, not only just about Phil, but if anybody critiqued the SOK,
and
anybody.
And I agree with Miles. If I hated somebody, if I truly like, if I hate somebody, they are on my mind. If I despise somebody, then they're no longer on my mind.
Because then they're just out of your life. Yeah, they're out of your life. Yeah.
I cut off all ties. If I hate somebody, like that is a fucking vendetta. Like that is, and to quote Phil, that is a true Italian thing for me.
Oh my, yeah, true. Italian Polish thing.
Oh yeah, Polish. All right, hold on. Just let me read chat. I let that momentarily get to me when I was watching him play Crash Bandicoot 2. My friends, at one moment I blurted out, make like a seal and get clubbed. Oh Jesus, Joster, fuck me. Oh God, you sick son of a bitch. You are disgusting. So you should feel ashamed of yourself for that one. Even so, remember people, when DSP in the day when he needs to show up to the first day of the bankruptcy, he left the video. Yeah, Fred, fuck Fred Fox. And with GTG on Phil. In which regard, Nurgle? Yeah, see, here's the thing, and this is the God's honest truth. Like, and I'm not throwing shade. I'm not throwing shade at him. But LSB is a good for me. Was like the proof positive of something. And like I said, this isn't shade at him. I love LSB. But when shit comes up like the bankruptcy stuff, there's a peak interest in Phil. Like, people will start reporting on Phil because LSB stopped doing these weekend DSPs because Phil got really really fucking boring. And it was only, I'm letting Bill know, tell him myself. I'll send him the goddamn video so he knows I'm not talking shit on him. But then he started doing it more because all of the WWE champions, the bankruptcy, all of this stuff started surfacing. So then interest drummed up. We're now gonna hit a lull again. We're gonna hit a lull where everybody's just gonna start distancing, doing their own shit, or talking about other lol cows. Aside from me, because I just like laughing at retards who don't know how to play video games. Okay, I should do an SOK one. Laugh at retards who don't know. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud now. So yeah, we're gonna see that, and then for all the spurgs that are saying, "Oh, I'm deleting my Twitter because DSP got away with it," guarantee you, a lot of these motherfuckers are gonna show up in the next saga.
Yeah, that's just too. Like, I would even say SOK obsessive with Phil. Like I said, the thing is, way back in the day, total shocker. No, I shouldn't say total shocker. I used to be a fan of Phil way back then in like 2009, and I stopped watching him in 2012. Just because I noticed he became way more and more of a, well, he already kind of was a dick, but he became like a arrogant, cocky, mean dick. Like, there's a difference. Like, you could be a.
I swear to God, you're Sorry, I swear to God, you were. For a minute there, I thought you were talking about me. I honestly thought for a moment you were talking about
back in the day. And then Phil, I'm sorry.
A self-centered asshole who's all about me. No, that sounds like me to a T.
No, I would never say that. Like I said, I discovered you.
I know I'm an asshole. That's why some people are fucking drawn to be entertained by me, because I'm an asshole. I admit that.
No.
I'm just not that asshole. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah, you're nowhere near Phil. Not many people are near Phil. Well, okay, there are, but you're nowhere near Phil. Okay. Oh my God, I can't. I actually wanted to watch and this is also with the SOK. I used to watch them until the leaks came out, and I was like, "Fuck these guys." Then I tried to watch like Soma, Julius Cruz, and all he really did originally was just repeat what Phil said in his videos. When he do it like his version of like "Let's Tolerate," I was like, I don't know. I didn't find it entertaining, but when I watched the Team 3 one, I was like, this is way better than anything the SOK did or Soma's doing. Ouch. It's actually somebody who knows what the game is, somebody who is calling out Phil, saying, "Hey, look, you should have used this," and you pause. The SOK never paused; they just talked over each other. So that's how I became like a fan, and also your Let's Play channel I really like too.
I appreciate it. Just keep working the shaft. Just keep working the shaft. I'm nearly there.
Oh no! Listen.
See, I am that asshole.
No. Oh God. Yeah, you're just using this. You're like, yeah.
I'm just sending all of this around. Do
you think Phil literally does that?
Probably.
Like,
he sat in his Discord just letting everybody fucking stroke him off. Phil, you're so amazing. Like, God, like, here's the thing. Like, that's one of the most disingenuous things that really does, that always did bug me about Phil. We're completely veered right off of all the original topics. That's one of the things that always did seem disingenuous. And, like, when he turns around and says, when someone turns around and says that I've had a good day, when he turns around and says, when people come to me and say that, oh, I was having a bad day, you made me feel better. That made me feel good. It was like, motherfucker, that you sound so disingenuous when you say that. Like, first of all, you should be more happy that they're now happy. Not that it made you happy. Like, honestly, I'll turn around and say, when people turn around and say that it makes me happy, my initial thing is, I'm glad that it made you feel better. Because honestly, making you feel better is one of the reasons I do this. Like, I do this primarily for me, and if people are entertained, then I'm glad they're entertained, or it makes them happy or some shit. Well, when Dante reacted to the quartering review, oh god, that was some shit. That was some shit right there. That quartering.
I lost respect for that dude. Like, he gave Phil such softball fucking, and he gave him the questions ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like, Phil's gonna come up with a lie now. The whole point of an interview is that you're interviewing them on the spot. Like, and, another thing real quick is, it's kind of a joke. You know, it's actually, I think it's been 3-4 years since Phil was caught on stream, you know, the incident. Do you think he was Reddit?
I was about to say, what do you mean the incident where he was interrogating Dr. Long, choking the worm, beating the beaver?
Yeah,
spanking the monkey,
singing the monkey, basing to whatever. You know my point. Yeah, we talked about like how like Phil would probably be like, "Oh yeah, tell me how good I am." He wasn't doing it to porn. He was looking at his forums.
Oh god!
He's like,
yeah, there it is. Yeah, we've cracked the code. You truly are Batman. You truly are the Batman. You are the world's greatest detective. You figured out what Phil was watching at that exact moment. All that self-appraisal.
I was about to say Phil's like the Joker and clown, but then I'm like, no, he's not a clown. He's just a massive cunt.
Yeah, he's not a clown. He's just a massive cunt. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. Greatly appreciate it. Remember, Dante. Have we got anybody else who would like to come in and talk about what we have been talking about today? Whether it be the bankruptcy shit or the Last of Us 2 leaks, Naughty Dog crunch, and Sony's nuclear option. We've got anybody else who wants to come in and talk about it? I will put the link one more time. Just jump into the Discord. We can talk, and if not, we will end it for today's stream because your boy here, he needs to find his zen. Needs to find his zen for the Let's Survive next week. Fuck me, that's not going to be fun. Oh, there's my ice lemonade. Yeah, I mean, whether or not Phil is around from now to the end of goddamn time, I'm still gonna laugh at the Spurg. In fact, I'll tell you something. There's 2 games. There's 2 Let's Survives planning. No. It's fine if you want to come in and quickly talk about one of these subjects. You're more than welcome to. Believe me, I doubt I'm going to be getting any sleep again tonight. Not for a while, at least. I got some stuff I need to do, like thumbnails. But no, just the whole. Fuck, god damn it, brain work. Yes, so there's 2 that I'm actually looking forward to. Let's Surviving, Doom Eternal, because I just want to see how many times he fucks up. And second, Mass Effect 2, because as I've already turned around and said, Mass Effect 2 is going to be a Let's Play along, not a Let's Survive. Alright, power to the people, you're up. Power to the people. And he's muted. So, unless I muted him, nope. Also, while power to the people is just doing this while he's just signing out his shit. I'll turn around and say this right now. I've been critical of the Call of Duty series for a while. I think that's been established before. Okay, I hear you somewhat, but you was a bit muffled.
Oh, I apologize for that. I had your video running in the background. That's why there was like an echo.
Okay, it's cool. Just let me finish this point and you can get on to what you wanted to talk about. I will turn around and say this. I don't get what he's talking about Modern Warfare, because honestly, the new Modern Warfare, I've actually been really enjoying since it was given to me. And I don't know why he's talking about it needs to be like original Call of Duty, because first of all, original Call of Duty is ancient as shit. Second of all, modern Call of Duty actually still uses a lot of the shit that was used in original Call of Duty. And third of all, this Call of Duty is actually fun. I've not had this much fun with a Call of Duty since Black Ops fucking 2. We're going to be talking about that on another podcast I'm on called the Vitamin G Podcast. That's going to be a topic of discussion next week. I can guarantee that. Because I've yet to watch it. I'm probably going to be sitting down and watching the whole thing tomorrow. From what I've heard, it was an utter fucking disaster. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing that goddamn fucking festival of retardation. Alright, yes, so... Power, what's up? What do you want to talk about?
Hey Dante, I'm just glad to say hi to you in person and whatnot. I'm actually Trumbull from the YouTube chat.
I know.
So
I just like addressing people by their Discord names. It's a lot easier.
I got you. It's fine.
All right, sure.
I did want to talk. I did want to talk about The Last of Us 2 a bit. If you still want to talk about that, if not, it's fine.
The spoiler thing is still up. People are warned.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I did want to talk about the one angry gamer thing I mentioned in chat, or the whole like the get woke go broke thing. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you actually referenced that list. I'm going to use that for the future. A lot of the I think my problem with one angry gamer, like regarding his what his personal beliefs are and whatnot, that can filter down to your content to some extent, because it can influence what you like consider go woke or go broke. Because he considers, I think, Captain Marvel go woke or broke, even though it made like $700 million. So I'm curious, what would be your definition of go woke, go broke?
Okay.
Per se, because I keep hearing that a lot.
Right.
And I don't know if that really exists.
Right, because so my thing with the thing is, the idea for me of go woke, go broke is a multifaceted thing. So first of all, go woke or go broke can either mean it goes bust, like Ghostbusters 2016 did. Like, there's no denying that went woke and that got broke. Like, financially it broke. So we just to set a line here, we can agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the other one for me, in the interest of go woke and go broke, is when you break an audience interest. When you officially kill a franchise to the point where the next installment is most likely not going to make as much money using the same characters. So, like, if there's going to be a Captain Marvel 2, I personally don't believe that it is going to make as much money as Captain Marvel 1. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I follow you.
So, and the thing is, to be purely frank, I even turned around and said about that list, I don't fully agree with that list, because for one, I brought out the Punisher thing, like, that didn't go broke. In fact, it did so well, it got a season 2, and I actually enjoyed both seasons. And even The Last Jedi, as much as I fucking hate that movie, didn't go broke. It made over $1 billion. Then again, we can thank our Chinese friends and their communist currency for that. But the thing is, sorry, brain fart. Like, if my things with Captain Marvel, yeah, it didn't go broke. My main thing with the Captain Marvel movie was basically just Brie Larson herself, because she is a bit of a cunt, and she has made multiple statements that are cuntish. Like, I've never seen the movie purely on her. I didn't care if it went woke or if it went woke. I just didn't watch it because Brie Larson. Oh, fuck, I didn't even watch Kong Skull Island, and I was very interested in that movie. But yeah, those...
Really? Why?
Because Brie Larson.
Oh, yeah, for Kong Skull Island. Oh, okay.
Kong Skull Island, like, I didn't watch it when it came out. I have viewed the movie through illicit means, we shall say, and it's a really good movie. It's just like I say, my problem is Brie Larson. But like the thing is, but going back to your original point, I went off on a tangent. Yeah, those are my two definitions of go woke, go broke. Is because it is a multifaceted thing, like a lot of things are. Is that either it breaks financially, where it doesn't make the money back what they spent, like a Ghostbusters 2016, or if we're gonna keep it, or if we're gonna give a better example about the possibility of something going woke and causing future interest to dwindle, we could look at Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, that did I believe that actually made back its budget, and then some, especially adding on microtransactions. But the steps and everything they took with that game, like, and the faults of that game are many, but that broke interest so hard that EA put it on fucking ice.
Yeah. It essentially more or less killed whatever left, some what remains of the Mass Effect fan base. Yeah.
And like, let's also look at if we was gonna use the Star Wars one. Like, yeah, Last Jedi wasn't a financial success, but I think we can say that after that one, the interest for Star Wars movies fucking tanked.
Yeah.
After that, like, I'd say the only success, the mains. I mean, I haven't seen the box office for the Rise of Skywalker, but I'd say the only true successful thing that has been truly Star Wars since that movie came out was The Mandalorian, and I actually really like The Mandalorian.
Isn't that getting another season?
Season 2, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. I need to check out season 1. That's fine. Okay.
Dude, season 1's really good.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing.
Do you know why the... Oh, my bad.
No, I was going to say, but I will turn around and say there are instances of go woke, go broke. Well, people signaling go woke, go broke, which are completely fucking stupid. And there was 2 for The Mandalorian, which I completely disagree with. One of them is of a female Mandalorian, the Armorer. Somebody brought up a virtual signal for that for for saying go woke, go broke, or it's going woke. I'm like, no, she's just the Armorer who happens to be a female Mandalorian, but she has the respect of everybody, so it already gave her the aura of being a badass that nobody fucked with. So it doesn't surprise me that she did this. And another one was the instance of someone brought up it's going woke because they brought up that a certain animal on this planet, the female eats the male after mating or some shit like that. Someone said that, oh, that's it going woke. I'm like, no, that's the animal kingdom. Praying mantises. The females literally eat the males during sex. Plenty of spiders do the exact same thing. There are instances on both sides, but like if I was to put my stance, I do believe in the go woke, go broke. But I will call out people who just basically say it as a case of just a fucking virtue signal on the other side as well, because it's fucking stupid.
Okay.
But,
that seems simple to me. Actually, question: do you know why The Punisher was canceled? Like, I think after season 2 it was canceled, I believe.
They all got cancelled.
Do you know why?
They all got cancelled.
Yeah, I know they all got canceled. Wasn't sure why. Was it because of like the Ghost Recon thing? Or was it something else? Because I do know he was asked to voice act in that game. No.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's because Disney's launched Disney Plus, or we're in the stages of launching Disney Plus, and because that's a streaming service, and Netflix is it's. I don't have any concrete, but from everything that has been said, again, just my thing from my remembrance of my memory, yeah, like, it's because they were launching Disney Plus, and Netflix is obviously going to be competing with them. They basically just cancelled all the TV shows like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and The Punisher. And unfortunately, I think there's like a 5-year embargo. Like, so we're gonna have to wait like a couple of years before Disney decide to bring back those TV shows on their own platform. Like, Disney wants all of their shit in house now.
Damn.
That's why it got cancelled.
Yikes. Wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I was following it pretty fucking close because all of them got cancelled right before season. I think it was right before season 2 of The Punisher dropped, and I was following it because I was like, after each one of them dropped, I was like, oh no, don't drop. Don't drop. I like these TV shows. Like, I really like if that's the weird, if that's the one thing I really liked, because I tried to sit down and watch the Arrow TV show, and I think I got up to like season 4, I think, and I was just like, that show to me was just an example of just characters not seeming to learn from their mistakes, and that bugged the hell out of me.
Yeah, I heard there were issues with like that in season.
I haven't watched Supergirl. Didn't have any interest to. Not watching Batwoman. Now, here's the thing: if there is another instance of go woke, go broke, Batwoman is a good example.
I haven't even heard of that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Batwoman on the CW, its viewership fucking tanked. Like that if we could from everything I've seen after a few episodes, if we could isolate like fucking feminism, what the ideal feminism TV show, it would be Batwoman. And its fucking numbers have tanked dramatically. So I'll be shocked if it gets to season 2. I don't know if it has because I haven't followed it because I have no interest. But if that doesn't get a season 2, that right there is a good example of go woke, go broke as well.
Is the Batwoman thing, is it based off of like Jim Gordon's daughter thing? Because I do know that
No, that's Batgirl. Batwoman is Kane something. I can't remember her fucking name because I think there has been multiple Batwomans, but no, she's not. This is another character. This isn't Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon is Batgirl.
Okay. Well, where's that one? Anything else? Oh, for the Odyssey playthrough, are you streaming 2 hours of content for each day you're doing it, or is it like about an hour and like
2.5 hours? 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, and then whatever's left on the third day.
Okay.
Because it's over 7 hours long, so if I do 2.5, then it's going to be 2 and whatever for the last one. Oh, it's going to be an Odyssey. Kate Kane, that's it.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna ask some general questions for the most part now. Because you know after me you're gonna like get off. So, when did you first become interested in gaming? Because for me personally, it was around 2007 when Modern Warfare came out. Before that, I mainly played Xbox games. But
okay, so I'm 27 this year, so I would say probably around 1996 with Super Metroid.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were old. I thought you were like in your at least mid-30s.
No, as soon as believe me, when all of this is gone, when all of this beautiful facial hair is gone, I will look like I'm in my mid-10s because I look so young. But no, like yeah, I've been gaming since I was fucking 3-4 years old, and I've been playing since the Super Nintendo, like Super Metroid, Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Remember when I had the PS2 and played Sly Cooper and whatnot on there? I think another game, I can't remember the name. Frogger, I think. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm a bit of an old school head.
I'm still old school. Well, I've got a lot of my old consoles as a kid now, including ones I missed out on. But no, like I started really, really young. On at least game I can remember playing was Super Metroid. That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Hey, wait, have you ever played Zelda?
Yep.
Wow.
multiple times. Got it.
Is it actually good? Because I have never played it a single one. I know that sounds like heresy, but
It's not heresy. You play what you can play, and you play what you want to play. Depends on which one you're on about. I mean, Ocarina of Time is a classic. It is really good. To the point I played it so many times I can do free heart runs now. Older ones are really good. Obviously, the only ones that you don't want to play are like the Philips CDI ones. Like they're just horrendously bad. But no, all the Legend of Zelda games have been stellar in their own ways. Not one of them is something I can't. Aside from the Zelda CDI ones, all of the Nintendo made ones, I can't point to one and say it's trash. Like they're all really good in their own special ways.
I might have to get a Switch come my birthday.
I would say, yeah. I was gonna say I would recommend getting a Wii U first, only for two simple reasons. You could get Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, for the Wii U. That's the HD remaster one, and you'll be able to play the Wii games on there, which is only Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. And if the store's still open, you could purchase like Ocarina of Time and stuff off of there, or you could just emulate them. You know, if that's an option.
Yeah, I might emulate. I played the Wii U before. I hated it with a passion because I'm not a fan of the motion control thing.
Well, that's why but Wind Waker doesn't use them.
Oh, okay.
With the Wii U, that's the Wii. The Wii uses motion controls. The Wii U doesn't. Wii U has a really big giant fuck off pad. Anything else?
There was one more thing, but I don't know if you. It would be political related. I wasn't gonna ask.
Ask away.
All right. Well, it was actually I remember in the chat when I put on that one Angry Gamer was like the half breed thing.
Yeah.
That he said. I was gonna link the article in your Discord, but do you mind if I do that or?
Shoot, go ahead.
Okay. The reason I know about him being one is because I actually took a look at his articles. A friend of mine's is really, what's the word I'm looking for? He's in the games as well. He's actually trying to build his own either game engine or his own sort of I forget what he was doing. I think he's building his own trying to build his own game engine. He's into computer tech and science. But he was one who suggested Angry Gamer to me. I looked at his stuff, did some research, and I came away with some pretty cringe stuff.
Gotcha.
That's why I mentioned it, because I see him referenced a lot when I see gamers bring up the Get Woke Go Broke or SJW stuff. He tends to be one of the first people talked about, besides the quartering and some other dudes. They don't even get into them. But that's why I thought I wanted to put that out.
That's fine. Link it in the Discord. It's all good. Blaze, I would say the weakest in Nintendo made Zelda's was Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. How hard it is. Well, yeah. I mean, to be absolutely fair, I would say that's the weakest. But that's like saying it's. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Yeah, I would say, you know what, the thing is, I would turn around and say Skyward Sword is the weakest, only because of the pacing and control issues, personally. And that's my problem with Skyward Sword. Now, like I said, either way, they're all, just because they're the weakest doesn't make them fine games. They are fine games in their own right, guys. At least that's what I think.
Is there a chronological first in the series? Because I'll probably start off with that. That way I don't miss too much information on the
Skyward Sword, and don't even bother. Because the thing is all of the chronology of Legend of Zelda was done retroactively, not in progress. So the fourth Legend of Zelda game they made was, at the time, the first in the timeline, if that makes sense. And they've been going back and forth each time. It's there'll be a reference here and there to something in a previous game, but there's no overarching big giant plot thing that you'll be missing. Because
Okay.
it does outside of Majora's Mask, where it does get a little complicated, and maybe I think maybe Spirit Tracks, it doesn't go. The plot doesn't go out as far out of you're good, he evil, you go kill evil. Maybe rescue princess. You know, true and tested Nintendo formula.
Yeah. Never change. Well, okay, maybe change your other stuff. I don't have anything else. Now that I just thought about it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for the conversation, though. Genuinely.
Oh, so it's not a problem. I like having conversations with you guys. Magic Blade go Magic Blade go / pretty much horror. You pretty much got it right. All right. Well, thank you, Tremel, for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Now get the fuck out.
Thank you.
All right. Well, yeah. Hold on. Let me get that spoiler out of the way, because we're not gonna need it no more. All right. Well, I'm going to call it here today. I think for a 2-hour and 20-minute conversation piece podcast, we've had pretty interesting topics, conversations, and stuff like that. Yeah, I would say so. All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much again to Greywin for the donation. It is greatly appreciated. It always is. And yeah, I will see all of you bastards. Oh god, I do so much for you guys. I will see all you fuckers next week for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Bring the alcohol. We're gonna need it. Peace, guys.